Hey guys, this is Mike
and Shoshana Bowens
from Make It Last Forever, and we're coming to you with another special episode. This is going to be a bomb. Boom! Your future is brighter together.
Yes.
By this we mean that whenever you're going through tough times in your marriage, we want you to consider that when the enemy tries to speak divorce in your mind, consider that, you being together is better than you being by yourself. If you lay in the bed by yourself, how do you keep yourself warm? I remember being in health class, the teacher was like, just from a hug, a person hugging you at night lowers your blood pressure. Some of you wouldn't even need medications if you get a good hug every now and then. You know what I'm saying? It lowers your blood pressure, because love is we were made to connect. We were made to be in relationships. We were made to be in love. If you're not in love, it's a sad thing, because when you're in love, it's like your world is better. And so, don't let the enemy, don't let society, don't let the barbershop or the beauty salon or TV shows or whatever tell you that, marriage is a bad thing. I hear so many people say like, I was bamboozled when they told me to get married. You're not bamboozled. You're just lacking the tools to make your marriage what it should be and what it could be. People like, oh, you get married, oh, get ready for the ball and
ball and chains.
Ball and chains.
Get ready for the prison.
Get ready to be in prison. Get ready to be locked up. Or there's so many negative stigmas that come along with being married, when it's such a wonderful thing once you have the right tools and keys to operate in that relationship. So your future is definitely brighter together.
Absolutely. Marriage is like this. Marriage is like this. If you're at a job, right? And you studied, you went to school, this is the career of your choice, and you want to do so much in with this field, and you want to make sure that you're doing everything that you can do to rise to the top, right? If you're a lawyer, you want to make sure that you're doing everything that you can do to get that partnership in a law firm. If you're a doctor, the same thing, to get that partnership in a hospital. Marriage is the same thing. You want to make sure that in everything that you're doing together with your spouse, you want to make sure that your marriage can go to the next level, higher and higher and higher, and get brighter and brighter and brighter, because you don't want to give up on that. You will never give up on your career. You'll never give up on, something that really, really means a lot to you. And so you should go into a marriage thinking like, hey, listen, I'm never going to give up on this thing. Whatever happens, we're just going to work it out, because we have a future together, like
a bright future
together. Like for us, our future is now. We don't look at it like, 10 years down the line, that's our future. No, it's today. It's right now. It's right now. We're working on it right now, because whatever you put into it right now, you're going to get out of it tomorrow. And whatever you're thinking about right now in terms of your marriage, you're going to reap the benefits of that later on, and so you got to think about, your marriage is as important as anything else, if not more important than anything else. Marriage, I look at marriage like an organism. The more you feed it.
That was good.
That's good, right? Thank you, baby.
That was good.
It's like the more you feed it, is the more that it grows. The more negativity you put into it, is the more negative you're going to get out of it. The more positive you put into it, is the more positive you're going to get out of it. So that's what you got to look at it as. It's a living, breathing thing because you're in it. You're in it. It's a relationship, and it's something that we don't, the world or some people don't take as serious. Like the institution of marriage right now is under some serious attacks. And so that's why we come to you guys with these videos, because we believe in marriage. We believe in each other. We believe in the institution of marriage. And so, whatever it takes, don't give up on each other. Don't give up on your marriage, because it can be better. It can last forever.
That's right.
And let me tell you something. You can have a wonderful, happy, fulfilled marriage on a daily basis. You can be happy in your marriage. Like, you don't have to be miserable. It's a choice.
That's right.
For you to be miserable, to get up every single day and complain and be miserable and
Something like somebody stole your wallet.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you get up every day, you change your mindset, you change your mentality on the way that you look at your spouse. You married him or you married her, so you can't look at that person like, oh, I can't stand you. I can't do this. I can't. You said I do at the altar. So if you didn't want to say I do, you should have said I don't. But you gotta work at it. You gotta work at your marriage. It's so important. Other people are watching you, and when I say watching, I mean they're looking at you and they're learning from you. Your children are watching you. So whatever it is that is going on in your relationship, they're seeing that, and they too, as they get older, they will start to treat relationships the way that they have witnessed it in their household. So it's bigger than just you and your spouse. But heck, why not have a great marriage? Why not have a bright marriage, a fulfilling marriage, a happy marriage? Everybody want to get up every day and be unhappy and all this stuff.
You don't want your toes touching when you go to bed.
Yeah.
You like this, I ain't touching her. You got your own blanket. Like, well, I'm sleeping in this bed. And she's like, I'm sleeping in this bed.
Exactly.
And you don't even want to touch each other.
It's crazy.
It's like, it can be so bright.
It could.
It's like, don't allow the opinions of other people to get into your marriage.
That's good.
It's a lot of negative, miserable people walking around because
Yes.
their marriage and relationship is not the way that they desire it to be.
And some of them you're friends with.
Yeah, some of them you're friends with, and you probably hanging out with them.
Yes.
And that's having a negative effect on your relationship.
Exactly.
Because guess what? You only can be around those people who have the same things that you want, or have,
Same answers to your problems.
Exactly. You can't be around people that's unhappy in their marriage, and you're happy, because what you got to talk about? You like
Misery.
Yeah, because misery loves company. You like, you know what? Girl, me and my man are going on vacation, or we're going to, he's taking me shopping, or he's taking me to get my hair done, or we're just going to sit down and play, Scrabble together. And she like, I can't stand my man. He don't do nothing. He ain't working. He ain't got no job. He ain't doing nothing. You're like, oh my gosh, I got to hear this right now. I can't hear this right now, because what it's doing is putting a negative thought, negative seed in your mind. Not saying you can't be there for your friend, but every time you talk, it got to be some type of positivity, some type of light, about that relationship. So we don't want to let that seed of divorce grow in our minds. We don't even mention that. We're going through a hard time. Early in our marriage, I used to have a very bad habit of, like, when we went through a tit for tat type thing, I'm like, so what are you saying? You want to separate? It was such a habit that when I was growing up in my household, somebody get on your nerves, cut them off.
Yeah.
Now, I took that into my marriage. Now, I realized that my future is going to be much brighter if we were together, if she was in it. If she's not in my future, my past, and in my present, then my life wouldn't be as full and as enriched as it is, and it's going to continue to be. And I had to change my thought, my thinking, so I could change my habits, so I could say something different. Because guess what? Once you understand that your life is better because your spouse is in it, not saying that you're not whole without them, but that's like having a whole pie with some whipped cream and some cherries on top. That cake is going to be better.
Absolutely.
That pie is going to be better. And that's just how my life is when she's in it. Yes, I'm good by myself, but with her, I'm a whole lot better.
That's right.
And that's what you got to remember in your relationship. When you go through tough times, when you're going through any type of issues, that you know what, this is not a defining moment for you to quit on each other, but for you to band together even tighter, because you will make it through, because your future is brighter together.
Absolutely.
This was a special message that we want to encourage you out there with. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, be blessed.